Righty.
Anyway.
So, I think that's our cold open.
Yeah.
So let's swap over here. And,
Princess Peach?
yes. Surprise! We're not actually playing Apollo Justice. We're finishing Princess Peach Showtime. That said, it has been fun. Look at this boss we got to fight.
Oh, wow. Nice. Oh, cute.
The dress she's wearing I got for defeating a boss called the Projector. Adorable.
Hmm. So many cosplay options.
Oh, there's so many. Like between the ninja and the Herlock Sholmes costume,
So cute.
the patissier,
Ah.
and she does little dances to it. Like her idle animation, she's just kind of bopping back and forth as the patissier. It's adorable.
Ooh.
The Projector cat.
Yeah. Go back one.
That one wasn't the screenshot I was going for, but I wasn't
I'm
complaining.
sure.
I wanted something more like this.
I know. I'm
But
kidding.
no, because oh yeah, there we go. There's the one where I got this one where she's looking stoned. That's adorable.
Singing Under the Sea.
No. And then there's one where we're just like a Mega Man.
Yeah.
She's grabbing spaceships and swinging them around and punching, punching monsters in the face.
What's the green one?
Which one? Oh, this dress.
Yeah.
I got that for defeating the Light Snake.
Okay. It looks, for a snake, it's very cat-like, I have to say.
Persona! So,
Oh.
then there's Elsa Peach. It's not the hardest game in the world, but it's got a lot of character to it, so I like it for that. Like it's about as long a game as like Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
Yeah.
Like one more stream of this and I think we're done,
Mm.
unless the game locks me out of progression because I haven't been collecting all the collectibles. So these things at the bottom, in that stage, like I missed 2 of them.
Yeah.
So unless it locks me out of progression or something,
Yeah, the little Bobby.
Huh?
The music up.
Oh, this one,
Over,
yeah. Hello, what's all this then? Ninja Peach. Ninja Peach's ass. They posed her like that.
Yeah.
You get a horse. It's cute.
If I ever cosplay her, I'm gonna have to get like lip fillers.
Oh yeah.
Walk around all day like this.
And then
You got another drunk look.
Sword Fighter.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, I love that costume.
One down.
Oh yes.
Like, oh
yeah, it's like someone has like hit
hit that spot in the ear.
That spot in the ear with a Q-tip.
She has an ear boner going on.
Yeah. That or there's an actual boner going on, but we won't. One thing I thought was hilarious was she loses her crown in the opening cutscene. Her head is so flat.
Yeah.
She's got an amazingly, like, just, like, you could rest a drink on that.
Yeah, look at it there.
Yeah.
Zoom in.
Like you could put your soda on that, you know? But anyway. So we're back in court today after doing all of the investigative work, and is the kid a spy for the Borginians or like is he a traitor for the country or something?
Yeah, he was trying to take this egg thing.
Yeah.
I can't remember what
This
it was.
Fabergé egg thing.
Yeah, it looks like a Fabergé egg, but it's tiny. It's like this big. But nobody can see what I'm doing. It's like an inch big.
Yeah.
And
like my old boyfriend's. What?
You poor thing. Yeah, so it's basically this fancy little thing that you can make some kind of medicine out of. You can cure anything with it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's called something stupid
like cure-all or something, or cure-it-all.
Cure-it-all X or some shit. I don't know.
Cold Killer X. Yeah. And we rescued Lamiroir from
Yeah, she nearly died.
She nearly died trapped in a guitar case.
Yeah, someone clocked her in the face, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we met Trucy's uncle.
Yes.
Valid grammar, eh?
Yeah.
We made him Scottish because, sure, that'd be funny, wouldn't it? I deny seeing the problem with that now, to be fair.
Oh.
Right.
Alright. Let's go.
We may end up...
Did you skeet that we were alive? No?
Oh, well. That's why you keep your notifications on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you.
July 10th, 9:49 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby. Number 2.
Well, this is it.
Today's the day it all goes down. And then there was yesterday. This meeting is over. Sorry. Oh yeah, he came in at like the last second as we were starting to learn stuff.
Yeah. The Virginian embassy called to talk to Machi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give us... no. Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call them back after that. Sorry, no go. Come on, piano boy. We're leaving.
Darian, wait!
I never liked you. Either of you.
Wow.
Huh? So he's the murderer, right?
Well, it's already been pinned on him.
Yeah, but like, why does he hate us so? Like, on
because we called out his missing his cue on the guitar.
Yeah,
we didn't agree with him. Darn it, we were so close. He was about to tell us. Hey, Apollo.
He didn't want us to hear what Machi had to say. And I think I know why. Time to bring down a little justice. What the fuck? What was that?
Got it? No?
He has heard but unseen.
Who's that talking? Of course.
Valid grammar, I exclaimed as he walked in through the door. Normally.
You aren't the witness today, are you, Uncle Volant? Valent?
A preposterous proposition. How could I stand upon the stand? Why, my secrets would be free for the plucking. I might even have to sign autographs. But that is why I intend to remain hidden for the entire day.
Hidden in that yellow outfit. Ooh, with vanishing magic?
Indeed. I will jump upon an express train and express myself to the next town over. But before I go, a word of warning.
Warning? What?
A grand Lamiroir glamour resides at the root of all that has happened. Do not forget this truth. Glamour? A spell, a sorcery, a great illusion. Miss Trucy, though it pains me to part so, I need to get in line for a ticket. Farewell.
And there he goes.
He sure seemed happy about that illusion thing.
Sorry. I went to go, oh! My brain just went, no, we're yawning. Oh, big illusions are the bread and butter of a magician. You can't pull off a show without one. The big illusion is always a spectacle to remember.
Until the guy goes on TV with a mask and tells you how it's all done.
Usually it involves cutting up things like people or elephants, or the Eiffel Tower. Anything really.
I have questions. So, he was talking about what we saw at the concert.
Lamiroir's disappearing act.
And Prosecutor Gavin's exploding guitar.
I wonder what he meant by it being at the root of all that has happened.
Well, it's about time. Shall we go? Ah, excuse me, sir. Yes? The scheduled starting time for the trial has been changed. The trial will not be commencing until 10:30 a.m. Sorry for the inconvenience. Did something happen? Is this a first? It was by the judge's request. Some urgent personal business. His hospital visit.
No, he saw Valent walking out and went, oh, it's a celebrity, and ran for him.
Hey, I bet he stayed up too late last night, watching courtroom dramas. Apparently he's visiting the hospital again.
There you go.
The hospital? I believe it was mentioned that the Chief Justice's son is unwell. Apparently his condition worsened considerably this morning. The Chief Justice's son?
Oh, that's right. Remember yesterday morning? The judge said he had to go visit him after the trial.
Yeah, the judge was trying to get us to wrap this up in like 30 seconds. We should go. Incuritis.
Incuritis, there we go.
There's an article about it in the newspaper. If you care to read about it yourself. Incuritis? Where have I heard that before?
So the thing can...
What?
Was Darian getting the egg thing from Virginia to cure the incuritis for the Chief Justice?
Oh.
Because he's a cop, right?
Where have I heard that before?
I'll let you read that article for us, Apollo.
Thanks.
Just leave the TV guide page to me.
Child. Try not to lose the page with the funnies if you can. Child. Oh. July 10th, 10:30 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Nope. I want to read the article.
That's it.
That's it. Oh, that tells me so much. Already investigated the guitar.
Yeah.
The egg.
Cocoon, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So it can cure incuritis.
Imagine one country hoarding the cure to cancer all to itself.
Mm.
That will happen one day.
Oh, it will, and it'll be America.
Yeah.
Because other countries would make that shit freely available.
Well, Nation X, maybe not.
Maybe not.
If you get that joke, you get it. If you don't worry. My apologies for the delay. Court is now in session for the trial how do you say this name again? Machito Bae, I suspect fortissimo. Right. It's his trial in any case. The defense is prepared, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready to rock. Is something wrong, Your Honor? No, well, yes. It's just... I've been friends with the Chief Justice since we were students. It pains me to see him going through such a difficult time.
Incuritis, was it? That article said there's no known cure.
Judge, let me say. If it's all honesty, I feel your pain. But now is not the time for tears. Now, it is time for law. Indeed. I am the law. We left off at quite the juncture yesterday. I asked Interpol about that number. IPXX 314206. Surf's up. The agent registered under this number was Romain Latouche, the guy who was washed out. Thanks for looking into that for us, Detective Crescend. It's a great help. Oh, no problem at all, Your Honor. I'll be heading out. Hold it!
Hold it! Wait! That voice just now. It was him. I am sure of it.
It was him. The band?
That voice I heard, talking to Mr. Latouche, when I heard the gunshots fired. It was him! It was Mr. Daryan!
No way!
I hate that pose.
Quite a sensational ending. Who would have thought Zaryan would guest star in the season cliffhanger? As a suspect. I asked the prosecution to look into this matter. Please tell the court your findings. Now, is one band member going to, Nope, I did not see those messages. Work.
Oh. Yeah.
It seems those device models are having trouble again.
Uh-oh.
I did not see those messages. Nope.
I'm drunk. Sorry.
Sorry, yeah. Okay. Okay. Please tell the court your findings. Zaryan Crescend is a member of my band, the Governors. He is also a detective, making the current charges serious indeed. Yet, after investigation, I have found no cause to alter our case or file new charges. Of course you don't. Makeup. What? And your reason is? Weren't you aware, Herr Forehead? He has an impeccable alibi. An alibi. Let us review the facts again, shall we? The concert held on the night of the shooting was in 3 sets. The governors ripped up the stage during the first set, then how did you perform the other 2? Also, it's a band with 3 members? I don't see anyone on drums.
There's an arm.
Is there?
Yeah, he's down he's shorter than the drum kit, but he's there.
Hey, are we sure that's not just the background for the
Oh, that looks like an arm.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I mean, I want to, but...
Zoom in. Yeah. Is that shadow?
This one beside the symbol?
Not the big one, the little one. I thought maybe that was... Maybe it's a drumstick.
Yeah, because, like, that's
There's
his
gotta be a
arm.
drum.
But... Yeah, see, I see that on that drum there. The one that looks like a hooded figure. I couldn't tell if that was another arm, but I thought you meant that little jut coming out from it. Yeah. But it looks just like every other nondescript piece of... It looks like part of the chain link.
But that's all really chunky.
Fair enough, I guess.
I don't know.
Either way...
There's drums, there's a drummer.
Capcom, make your band more distinguishable. Like...
Nobody cares about the drummer.
Phallic head has to be there to make him recognizable. But this lad's just... Was he the bass player? He's just all the way over there.
Yeah.
Getting forgotten about.
Also, it's really hard to tell if Clavier is facing the drummer or facing the front.
Yeah. For the second set, our guest took center stage. The only performers appearing were myself, Lamiroir, along with the drummer. Oh, he's just nondescript drummer. There is somebody there in the video.
He's very tall, actually.
The shooting in the dressing room, however, took place during the third set. Lamiroir and the defendant Lachicavaga had left the stage at that point, and the governors were already rocking.
70 years. Sounds better.
This is when 2 shots rang out at the scene of the crime. Shots heard by Detective Emma Skye, mind you.
And Apollo, you heard them too, right?
I sure did. Furthermore, Lamiroir herself witnessed the moment of the crime. Well, perhaps I should say, she heard the moment of the crime. When she claims to have heard Mr. Latouche and Detective Crescend talking. That's impossible. Detective Crescend was... Precisely. Detective Crescend was on stage, getting his groove on, no less.
Getting his groove wrong.
Yeah. Voila! A perfect alibi. Does the defense have anything to add to this? It's true. When I heard those gunshots, he must have been on stage. That's just a theory.
No.
A court theory. Still, there's something here that doesn't quite add up. It appears the defense has no objections. I believe we can safely say that Daryan Crescend's alibi has been acknowledged. Which means that Lamiroir was sadly mistaken. Her testimony cannot be true. Very well. Of course, if we disregard her testimony, then I see no evidence keeping us from declaring a verdict. If indeed there are no objections.
Oh, there are. Uh-oh, Apollo! If he declares a verdict now...
Prosecutor Gavin, but Prosecutor Gavin's case is airtight. Lamiroir might have been lying to protect Machi. How can I rely on her testimony? Wait, what about yesterday in the detention center? What?
About the case? What about the case?
He wants to tell us about Mr. Latus's death? What? This meeting's over. Dude.
Daria?
Oh thank god I didn't do the whole extra bit that we
Yeah.
already saw. Machi was trying to tell us something. I know it. Maybe the best thing to do is ask him. Under oath. Very well. The court finds the defendant. What was his name again? Your Honor! No, that wasn't it. It was something like Marquis or Mr. Justice. Your Honor, before you declare a verdict, I would like to call another witness. Exactly who else do you need to hear from? A witness who, until now, has not been given a chance to speak in this court. Because he doesn't speak English. English, motherfucker! Do you speak it? You don't mean. I do. The defense calls Machi Tobaye to the stand. What? But he doesn't speak English. We'll use an interpreter. Interpreter? I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere.
Javier, you speak their language.
I only speak a few phrases, such as I love you and where is the toilet?
Wrong. He's translated things already.
The defense would like to request Lamiroir as the interpreter. Lamiroir? But there's a possibility she's protecting the defendant. Oh god, they do address
Hey.
this! Well done, Ace Attorney!
Look at them knowing how to law.
Yeah, for once.
They still put evidence in their pockets, but sure.
But she'd be interpreting for the defendant. Why would she lie? This is most unusual. Bravo, Air Forehead. Judge, the prosecution agrees with the defense's request. If Lamiroir lies, I'll be able to tell. Even my limited knowledge of the language should be enough for that. Well, if both prosecution and defense are for this, I see little cause for refusal. No, there's still plenty of cause.
Mm-hmm.
He has openly admitted he's not fluent in the language. Your interpreter could say whatever the hell she wants to get the defendant off the hook. You need a third party from the embassy.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't guarantee that they won't go protect their own, but
Yeah.
you still need a third party.
You need someone who's not actively accusing someone else of the crime.
Yeah. Okay. Finally, some progress. Bailiff, please show the defendant and Lamiroir to the witness stand. I suppose there is a first for everything. Shall we proceed? Your name to begin with, if you would, Lamiroir.
Yes. He says Machitobe, the defendant.
This is certainly a first for this courtroom.
He can't say his own name. He doesn't speak English, but surely he can say his own name.
Yeah. I mean, Judge, it might be a first, but this is also the same courtroom where a parrot testified, so... Here you go.
Ooh.
Let's test out these Hello cookies. Aw. You gotta put that out to colour it in.
Yeah.
Cute.
I'm not allowing the children to do it, they'll ruin it.
Yeah. This is certainly a first for this courtroom.
I can't do it.
Not that we really needed an interpretation of that message in particular. So far, so good. Very well, Mr. Justice. If you would. Huh? If I would, what, Your Honor? Would what? You called the defendant to the stand, did you not?
Alright, that's why I'm the law-talking guy and you're the... What did you say? You're the judge and I'm the law-talking guy.
Oh, okay. You're just like... they're like Oreo biscuit.
They're cute. I think she's meant to have a hat on in this, but it looks like she has a little tiny brain squid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a picture of that.
They're a bit dull.
Yeah?
What would you have him testify about? What do I want him to testify about? I hadn't thought that far yet.
Apollo! Aren't you going to ask him what he was about to tell us yesterday?
How can I if I don't know what he was saying?
Excuse me a moment, if I might speak.
Yes, Lamiroir.
Just now, Machi said there is something about which he wishes to testify.
Machi wants to testify about something? What could it be? What sort of testimony is he talking about?
One moment, please. Please hold.
The suspense is killing me.
What?
What? What? Well, Lamiroir.
According to Machi, he has proof of his innocence.
What?
Why did she say that with...
She got a butt. Did you see that?
No. I missed the lammy butt.
You missed the lammy butt. Like, it's
They
there.
didn't have to. They didn't have to draw in that curve, but they
No,
did.
they didn't. No, they didn't, but they did. Baby got back. This is a surprise.
Yahoo! Victory, Apollo! We did it!
This is sounding too good to believe. I know what that usually means. Well, if that's true, then this is vital testimony. Lamiroir, I mean, Maki, please testify to the court.
Very well. The dog is outside going, "Take that! Objection!"
Proof of innocence.
He says that word of Mr. Toulouse's death came as a great shock.
Toulouse?
Mr. Latouche. I was reading it and I still said it wrong.
There. Head pats for Meg.
But if the killing truly followed the lyrics of my song, I, that is he, could not have done it. He says that because the lyrics are in English, he does not understand them.
But that's valid.
Hmm.
If you don't understand the language, how would you know to commit a crime in the way that the song talks about? I see. He wouldn't have understood the English lyrics to the song. That would prevent him from following them so closely. I wondered what he meant by proof. Why, he would only have to ask Lamiroir to know the meaning of that song.
True.
No, Lamiroir!
All she has to do is go, no! Whether she did or not.
Yeah. Did you ever explain the lyrics of that song to him?
I did tell him generally what the song was about, but never in so much detail, and he never asked.
I know what it is these biscuits are missing.
What?
Milk. It's like chocolate cereal.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Just fill up a bowl, put the milk in, and eat them like they're cereal.
Yeah.
Has my oft-repeated warning already fled that forehead? Lamiroir might be protecting the witness. Oft-repeated, you said it once. Well, anyway. Let us proceed with the cross-examination. Mr. Justice, if you would. Yes, Your Honor. Something's hidden in that testimony, I know it. Well, I'll just have to trust my bracelet to tell me where. It worked yesterday. It'll work today. Come on, cockring. Give me a tight squeeze.
Guess we gotta press that bit.
Yeah, it has to be this one.
Oh, the ring was lighting up.
Ah!
He looks sideways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha!
Machi, you can't fool my eyes. You glanced toward her the very moment Lamiroir said the word English. Why? And don't bother interpreting that. He understands me. Machi, tell the truth. You can understand English, can't you?
What are you saying? Of course he can't.
What? What? Must he continue this charade?
Mr. Justice, Machi says this. I know the word English.
Huh?
Before coming to this country, he heard me speaking English. He learned the name for this language, that is all.
What? Ah, give me a break!
So in Borginian, the word English is just the word English?
Or it's a translation thing. The way, like, English in Japan is ego. Or, you know, it's Nippon or Nihongo, but we say Japan over here. You know, it could just be something like that. So maybe he's never heard the name for the language in its language.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So he shouldn't know the word English. He would know the Borginian word for English.
Oh, okay, I get you. Sorry, I thought you meant like in the Borginian language, English is just English.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it would have to be for this to make sense.
Yeah. Alright. What? Give me a break.
Is that such an unusual word to understand? Do you not know Espanol, for instance?
I mean, okay. Oh, well, yeah, but...
I am sorry, but he truly does not understand your language.
Well, then explain this. Oh. How does he know the crime followed the lyrics?
Have you always been such a suspicious-minded lad? Lad? It is simple. So simple, it hardly requires an explanation.
Really?
He read about it in the newspaper. Oh, the Borginian newspaper. That didn't say anything about the song, did it?
No, it didn't. The newspaper?
The Borginian Daily Bugle. You can buy it in this country these days, you know.
Yeah, sure. I don't think... Actually, no, I tell a lie. Well, I speak without being knowledgeable. I was gonna say, like, I know, you know, Ireland has a, you know, a massive, like, Polish population, but I don't think we stack Polish newspapers. No. I could be very wrong on that, but...
I think maybe that one bookstore in town would, but you'd have to go in and specifically order for them to do it. They wouldn't just get them in.
Yeah. It'd be like how with the newspaper we used to work for, people in America would have to order it, and they'd be... By the time it'd get there, it's old news, like...
Yeah.
You know... That used to be one of the most hated parts of that job for me. Every Saturday. My paper hasn't arrived. Where is my paper? Like, well, you know, you guys are currently going through a postal strike.
They have already begun to report about this case in our homeland.
I was right.
What is wrong, Mr. Justice? Your eyes, they are quite fierce all of a sudden.
Machi is lying. Maybe it's time to show them proof he's lying. I have here a Borginian newspaper. The Borginian Daily Bugle, as a matter of fact. Uh-oh. Indeed, there is a feature article about the case. Could you read this for me, Machi?
Oh no, stomachache. Anxiety.
That's right. It doesn't mention the lyrics.
What? What is this all about?
I'm sorry, Machi. You couldn't have read about the lyrics in a Borginian newspaper. Cyclops? I was fully waiting for the... What does this mean?
But I don't see how it's possible. Ah, I know. He must have heard the lyrics when the police were doing their questioning. Yes.
Not possible. The subject of the lyrics was not brought up in police questioning. I read the full report myself. So the lyrics weren't in the newspaper, and the police didn't mention them. The only place you could have heard them was in this courtroom. In English, no less. The witness will explain herself. Himself.
Machi says, he says,
Yes.
it is true I read the newspaper. But this is not where I learned of the lyrics. I was mistaken. Now I remember.
You remember?
He says he heard the lyrics. He heard of the lyrics from me. You just said you didn't tell him.
What? Is this true, Lamiroir?
Yes, I'm afraid I had forgotten it myself.
Then it looks like her forehead's been jumping to conclusions again. It seems so, yes. No, no! I was onto something, I know it! I can't let this chance slip away.
Are you against your own client?
Time is an issue today. Mr. Justice, are you finished with the cross-examination?
What are you gonna do, Apollo?
Add this to your goddamn testimony so we can question it.
Oh.
What is a bow? If I'm gonna keep cross-examining, I'd better have an angle of attack. Or else. My bracelet's still reacting. Your Honor, please allow me to continue. If you must, you must. Very well. Witness?
I understand. What was she doing again? Was it her hand? Can't remember what her tell was.
Oh, she swallows. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lamiroir? I'm currently cross-examining Machi. Why should you be uncertain?
Me? Uncertain?
Yes, you swallowed the very moment you told the court. It was I who explained.
I see there is little point in trying to hide anything from you.
Lamiroir, are you indeed protecting someone?
That is not a question with a simple answer. To tell the truth, I do not believe it myself.
Then, allow me to answer for you. Lamiroir, you're protecting... Dun dun dun! Right?
I mean, it has to be, right?
Lamiroir, you are protecting Machi. That's why you lied and told us that you had explained how the crime followed the song. I don't fault you for trying to help, but this is not the way. Do you know the way?
Oh.
Such an old meme. Machi, I believe you didn't do it. Really, I trust you. But you've lied to us twice. And now you have Lamiroir lying on your behalf. If this is going to work, you have to trust me too.
Why did you turn away if you don't know what he's saying?
Your two lies cover up a simple truth. You understand English. You have to.
Ah, crap, now you gotta give him a voice.
I know. Oh, I was happy doing. The witness, is this true? Do you understand English? Yes, a little only. What? First he could see, now he can talk. And you did not know about this, Lamiroir?
No, I did not. It was quite a surprise.
How many secrets is this witness hiding? No, last. This is last. Machi, could you tell us what really happened? No shooting. I did no shooting.
Not guilty.
So, you weren't in the dressing room when I heard those 2 gunshots, correct?
Yeah.
Apparently, the answer to that question isn't simple either. I was in dressing room, behind desk, manager, be on floor. Oh, which would be after the shooting, right? Then there is voice.
Voice? Or voices? Was it you and Emma, Apollo?
So, when Machi went to the dressing room, Mr. Latouche had already been shot. And then we came to the door. Panel, high up. I take off. Run away. Run away. Run so far away. So it was you who escaped through that air vent. As the prosecution has upheld all along, no less. The defendant has admitted to being at the scene. Might we take this as a confession? That's not how confessions work.
No.
No! He's clearly denied that he did it. I know shooting. Manager on floor. Already on floor. The victim has already been shot, you say? I find that hard to believe. The defendant understood the song lyrics. He was at the scene of the crime. This can only mean one thing. He is the shooter. Javier, you trying to protect our Yan? Does the defendant have anything to say to this?
He's clammed up, Apollo.
Then let's ask Mr. Justice. Will you require any further testimony from the witness? Is that it? Is there nothing else I can get him to testify about? Wait, no, of course there is!
What is this cocoon anyway? The cocoon, the silk, is a potent cure. A cure? Well, Machi, are you a smuggler? No. He won't tell me.
That cocoon has to have something to do with this. Machi, please, tell us the truth, for your own sake. No. No more speak. Not to any of you. So much for your precious trust, Hair Forehead. Hey, you were the one who didn't believe him. Regardless, this brings us to an impasse. It does seem that the defense and the defendant are at odds. I doubt we are likely to learn anything more of value should this continue. I see no other course but to declare a 5-minute recess. The defense will work things out with the defendant so that we might proceed.
Basically, make him talk. 11:23.
District Court. Defendant lobby. Richard. Apollo Eustace. That's justice. Better learn how to say it if you ever want to get some.
Racist. Oh no!
Apollo's a racist!
He also thinks the child wants to get some.
Come get some. Da-da-da, I'm fine. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Objection. Believe. I know shooting. Machi claims Mr. Latouche was already on the ground when he entered the room.
Maybe it was a trap and he walked right into it?
Suddenly, I hear revolver. Close. Very close. Then, I hear voice. You heard gunshots? Yes. It's true. I hear revolver, but only sound. Wait, you're saying you went into the dressing room and found Mr. Latouche already dead? And then you heard shots? If that's true.
So, you were at the scene of the crime when you heard those shots? Someone tried to shoot at him.
Yeah. He walked in and probably spooked Darian, let's just say for argument's sake. So Darian just let off 2 shots. And because Machi's not blind, he went, oh, I'm getting the hell out of here, and up into the air vent. And you escaped through the air vent. I know.
Huh? What do you know?
I know if I opening vent, I can leave stage and backstage. So the vents went to both the stage and the backstage area? Is that what he means?
That's something to do with the magic.
Hey! Oh, it's you.
Hey, he's right! Look, Apollo!
Huh? Yeah. But how did you know it was connected like that?
Wait, I bet his father was the architect that designed the hall or something.
I hear this from Magician. Magician?
Don't look at me!
A magician, huh?
Well, at least we're clear on one thing. Machi didn't shoot Mr. Latouche.
Yeah, but what does that leave us with? We're supposed to say he went into the room to find the body, and then he heard the shots? That one's gonna go over well in court. Not!
Apollo, you're his defense. You're supposed to believe whatever he says, even lies.
No, Trucy.
That's what Daddy always told me.
I'll just pretend you misheard him. Every time. So, what do we do?
You're sure you won't testify, Machi?
No talking, no.
You get a screenshot of him without the thing?
Without the text box?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he looks like anxiety.
Oh, yes. He doesn't just have anxiety, he is anxiety. Yeah, that's fair.
You all alive out there, chat? I hope you're okay. Well, it was worth a shot.
That cocoon.
I can't go home. Can't go home?
What? Wow. What?
I can't go home to Virginia. I do not want to go home. The penalty for taking a cocoon from Virginia is death.
That's right, it's punishable by death. Of course he's scared.
Plunter's still there, dancing away.
Oh well, I guess we'll have to just try a different approach.
That's the spirit, Apollo. So what's your plan?
If Machi won't testify about it, we'll have to get someone else to testify.
Someone else?
I think we're out of time. Let's get back in there.
Right! Can we not show Machi the cocoon and be like, hey, you need to talk about this? I thought when he was on the stand and talking and then not talking, we'd be able to throw it at him.
Yeah, so who else can we get to testify though?
Darian?
11:28 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 3. Court is now back in session. Mr. Justice, have you sorted things out with the defendant? Yes, Your Honor. We had a good talk. Very well. So will he testify? Your Honor, the defendant will not testify. Well, what? Shame. Until I thought this was your big chance to turn the case around. Actually, it is. The defense would like to approach this case from a different angle, Your Honor. A different angle? Current angle, Your Honor. Let's get the perked one in here. If Machi won't testify, then I know who will. I would like to cross-examine the witness in this case, Lamiroir. Lamiroir.
Oh, okay.
What are you up to now? I thought we determined yesterday that Lamiroir's testimony was insubstantial.
Sorry.
There's nothing you can... Lamiroir was taken to the hospital yesterday with injuries. What happened? She was assaulted, Your Honor. Assaulted? Someone wanted Lamiroir dead. Thankfully, she was able to save herself. What? I've heard no such report. Prosecutor Gavin. Why would anyone be out to kill Lamiroir? Can you think of a reason? Well, think of how she is known in our country. A singer from overseas who doesn't speak English, yes? Yet someone tried to keep her mouth shut. Who could that have been? You don't think? I do. It was the same person who shot Mr. Latouche. The killer was afraid of her, afraid of what she might say. The defense believes that something was hidden in her testimony yesterday. Something that the killer doesn't want getting out. So, am I to understand that this is what you are saying? Namely, that there is a nugget of truth in Lamiroir's testimony. There's the truth and there's the truth. A nugget we have yet to uncover. Exactly.
Why didn't we get chicken nuggets today? Should have got chicken nuggets today.
Next time.
Mm-hmm.
If Lamiroir was attacked, this has serious implications. Very well. There were some vague points in her testimony during yesterday's trial. Perhaps we did not inquire as deeply as we might have into some. The court will hear Lamiroir's testimony once more.
Okay.
Ms. Lamiroir, I must apologize. We must ask you to stand again and speak.
You need not apologize. I know that Machi is innocent, and I will do all that I can until the court realizes this.
Let's review your testimony from yesterday. You told us you heard 2 gunshots, and the shooter's voice through the window. And that voice belonged to Daryan Crescend, yes?
That is correct.
At which points I proved she could not be correct. She couldn't have heard any of those things. The small window at the scene was closed, and was found to be quite soundproof. I love that face. I love just how miserable it is.
Yeah. He even like slinks down like, ugh.
You have nothing to say to that, Mr. Justice? I don't know exactly what yet, but I do know there's something there. There is, it seems, much you do not know. And yet it is my duty to hear him out. Perhaps the witness would be so kind as to testify once more to the court.
Of course, Your Honor. What we don't know is, like, she's like, I heard his voice. What did he say?
Yeah.
Was he shouting?
Huh?
What I heard. I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. That's when I heard them, Mr. Latouche and the detective. I heard the faint sound of a gunshot and stopped. Then I heard another gunshot. There was the smell of gunpowder. I knew I must tell someone, but I was in a hurry, so I kept moving past the small window. She's blind. How did she know it was a small window?
Pretty much the same as yesterday's testimony.
I am sorry. I am not used to speaking much in this language. That's a lie. This is... We've already been told that she's not actually Virginian, haven't we? Well, she is, but, like, her parents... No, it's more like her parents are Virginian and she grew up American.
Yeah.
Perhaps my descriptions are lacking in some way. Yet, everything I have said here is the truth.
Then it is my distinct displeasure to say this. What you have said to have happened is impossible. Do I have to repeat myself? Lamiroir was attacked because of this testimony. What? Brucey?
Apollo, you know, for a moment there, you were pretty cool.
Okay. Thanks. Maybe I do better when I don't try to think ahead. Very well, Mr. Justice. Perhaps you can coolly cross-examine this witness. Oh boy. When I home from stage backs, when I heard them. Okay. So he's claiming that window was shut and soundproof. She's claiming otherwise. So let's press here. Daryan Crescend?
I did not know his name at the time. But yes, it was him, the one who took the stand yesterday.
How many times do I need to remind you that that's impossible? There is no way you could have heard him. Because the window at the scene was closed? Is that why? Of course.
Apollo, if we keep asking the same questions as yesterday, we won't get anywhere.
She's right. Maybe there's a different angle I can try. I guess. Because you had already asked, like, what were they talking about, or what did he say?
And did you hear anything else? We're just gonna get gunshots.
Lamiroir, do you by any chance remember what they were saying to each other? If so, please tell us.
I have given it much reflection, but...
I was afraid of this. She doesn't remember. No. Does she not remember? Something else came up. Maybe I'm misremembering.
I only heard one phrase clearly.
The whole phrase? Do you remember some things that was said? Oh, why didn't you say anything yesterday?
Though my memory is clear, I was afraid to speak. You see, I do not understand what was said.
This could be it. The clue I've been waiting for. But, well, what did he say?
It was the other man speaking, not Mr. Letus.
The shooter, then. Darian Crescend. Well, what did he say?
It's over. Press the switch. Now.
Switch. And the shooter said this to the victim, Mr. Letus.
I thought it quite strange myself afterward.
It is a mystery. What could it possibly mean? Mr. Justice, care to shed some light on this?
Well, we have...
I mean, I'd be delighted. It's a very, very vital... Hold on. I mean, sure, yeah, okay, I did read that right. It's, very, very vital. Maybe we could add that to the testimony?
Maybe, Apollo? So the switch has got to be one of them explodey things, right?
Well, it's gotta be the remote trigger.
Well, that, yeah. I meant for that.
Well.
I have to say it again? From the small window, I heard the voice say, "Press the switch, now!"
It's not the same dialogue. So. Right, well then. Objection! Press the switch. There's only one key that can unlock the mystery of those words. Or, yet there was nothing at the scenes that could be called a switch, save the lights. True, there wasn't a switch at the scene. But it just so happens, I have a switch right here. Your switch looks awfully different to mine. Does yours play games?
Told you, that's a vape.
I have a switch right here. That certainly does look like a switch, doesn't it?
None of you have ever seen a Nintendo.
No. Is it? You don't get to. All video games are Nintendos here, Judge.
Oh.
Monster! I'd like a glass of water. No lemon. just ice.
For some reason, my chat's not updating.
As opposed to all ice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the problem is, this was found not at the scene of the crime, but on the stage. The stage? Where the concert was held, yes. This was found hidden there. On the stage. Are you claiming that the voice Lamiroir heard was of someone commanding another person to press this switch? It's a possibility.
Objection!
My jokes are getting worse. Hi, Ami. Hi, Meg. Hello.
We appreciate the jokes all the same.
Jokes is good.
Oh, hair foreheads. I'd call that an impossibility. Oh, why? It's hardly necessary for me to remind the court of the layout of the concert forum. The stage is quite far from Lamiroir's dressing room.
No, it's not.
Not to mention that the governors were in the middle of a concert on said stage. We aren't known for being a quiet band. You could shout all you wanted and not be heard.
Oh, did we just get a ship name?
Hey, Kerbal!
Hi,
Hello.
Kerbal.
Well, our ship name is Megami.
Megami, yeah.
As weird
Meg is
goddesses.
I'm Meg. I'm
Yes, you are Meg.
Yes.
I'm Ami. Nice to meet you. Shin Megami Tensei. There we go.
Oh, this is me.
Mm-hmm.
The detective's voice was loud, but certainly not a shout.
So, too have Hair Forehead's cries of possibility fallen far short of being heard. Sorry, but he wouldn't have needed to shout. Excuse me. You heard what I said? Or do you need me to shout it out for you? It would have been quite simple to be heard on the stage from that dressing room. Oh, wait. You like evidence, don't you? How about this? Using this, it would have been easy to get a message from someone on the stage to someone on stage from the dressing room.
Speaker? Ah, yes.
Yeah, the one we found on the floor.
Yeah.
So it has to be the headset. It was
Yeah, we don't have the speaker.
no. So okay. But how's everyone doing today? Kerbal, Monster, how has your weekend been? Clavier.
That's your drool emote, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Oh,
What?
who did that?
Sari, I think.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Sari.
Thank you, Sari. That man made me the opposite of straight.
Prosecutor Gavin, perhaps you're familiar with this? Why is that? Why that's? What is it? Is that some kind of newfangled phone they invented while I wasn't looking?
He said newfangled.
Yeah. I'm telling you, this judge is from the 50s.
Yeah.
Like,
I literally said that last time when we were making fun of him for music.
This is a type of transmitter, a communications device. Communications device? From what I've heard, that
night.
yeah, everyone on stage was wearing one of these. Isn't that right, Prosecutor Gavin? Ah! Yes, actually. They're for talking between band members. We all had fun on. So you admit that if you were wearing one of these, talking from the backstage to the stage would be simple. True, but wait. Those sends out an electronic signal. To avoid interference with the audio systems, the range is quite limited.
Lamiroir said it was about 30 feet, right?
Look at this cross-section!
No.
Diagram of the concert forum! I will get my look at this photograph in this game. I will. Ah. Exactly. The walk from the stage to the backstage seems far, but the direct distance is less than 30 feet. That can't be! Oh, when Lamiroir heard the shooter's voice, he could have been talking to someone on stage.
Objection!
I hate the audience.
Ah, you're claiming this is the switch in question? Why does it have to be one on the stage at the time? Oh, Lala.
Nope.
This accent is throwing off my reading comprehension. Ha! You're claiming this is the switch in question? Why does this have to be on the stage at the same time?
You're adding words that aren't there.
Why did it have to be on the stage at the time?
There you go.
It could be placed in a pocket and carried anywhere. Someone could have hid it on the stage after the fact.
Hey, he's got a point.
Except, we found this outside the dressing room.
Is he talking about the switch?
Oh, the switch still,
Yeah. Well, that had to be on stage because they go up.
Yeah, they needed the igniter,
Yeah.
which is in the guitar.
Yeah, so he had to be higher up than the dressing room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what chat said there. Not bad. Got my redundancy, so eyeing stupidly expensive stuff and had a good stream. Good.
Nice! Treat yourself.
Buy that really sexy Tifa half
Oh, God,
statue.
yeah,
She's stupidly expensive.
Yeah, we saw a YouTube video for like a Tifa statue, unofficial of course. It is literally half the size of a person.
And it's silicone and anatomically correct.
Yes, in all the ways you can imagine.
Yep.
All of them.
Mm-hmm.
I can't...
With its clothes on, it's extremely cute though.
Oh, it's so cute, and I also bought Resi 4 today. Nice.
Ooh, we're back from donating plasm.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, like it's a really high quality statue, and you know, when it's dressed, I don't think it would look out of place with any other sort of like anime or video game collectible. When it's undressed, however,
It's
yeah,
got a butthole.
it's got a butthole.
No, you can't put this video on YouTube.
Nope. It's fine, I'll just go in and bleep the word. When I'm doing the video edit for this, I'll just bleep the word butthole. It is, yeah, it was what, $1,500 before shipping?
16, yeah.
16?
Yeah, because I thought it was going to be like $3,000 because of how well it was put together. The skeleton is not great though.
No.
To be honest, like it's all articulated, but it's very thin on the inside.
Yeah, so it's very delicate. Showo? Maybe on Discord. Maybe I'll share it on the Discord.
Yeah.
I said I got a redundancy. I didn't win the lottery. Oh, okay.
I mean, it depends how long you were there. Some people do kind of win a lottery.
Yeah. I suppose, yeah, really, it just depends on how long you were in the job. But yeah, no, I'll share the photos on the Discord, and then I'll put the other photos from that website in the Not Safe for Work section of the Discord.
Or just put the link so people can...
15 months, that is a very decent payout. Yeah, treat yourself and enjoy. Maybe not to the Tifa statue, but definitely get yourself that thing you've been putting off. And, you know.
It's funny, one of our ex-housemates got a redundancy from their last job.
Yeah.
And they'd been there only 1 year. But because they had done so much for that company, like designed software, websites, software for other companies, all this other stuff, they got a heck of a payout.
Yeah.
Way more than you'd ever get for working somewhere for a year.
Oh, of course.
Because they had to compensate them for everything and basically buy all the rights to it off them.
Wow.
Stellar Blade and the Elden Ring DLC.
Nice. And Stellar Blade literally just got Boss Rush DLC and new costumes, so a good time to pick it up.
One of my colleagues has been there 45 years, literally got a year's wages without tax. I thought you were supposed... what is it you're supposed to get?
You get like 2 weeks for every year you've been there. Depending on the country and the and the redundancy law, but like over here, it's like 2 weeks pay for every year you've been there.
Okay. Yeah, so I know my parents got their redundancy and they got about 15 grand each.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. It seemed like more because they both got it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do we know where it was when she heard the voice?
Oh god, I thought it was 1 week. Shut my mouth, you got a lot more. I mean, different countries have different rules. Over here it's 2 weeks, but UK, US, it could be very different. Alright, you just read that, didn't you?
Yeah. When the shooter said, press the switch?
Well, I guess we don't. An unfortunate situation. I'm afraid that until we know where this switch was, there's little point in debating it. I was sure this was the way to go with this. What is this switch anyway? We don't even know that basic fact. Wait a second. I do know what this switch is.
Doesn't he as well?
That's what I thought. I was literally just thinking that. Is he playing dumb to like not get the igniter brought into this? And if you follow that train of logic to its incredible conclusion, it ends up in proof that that completely changes this case.
What's up, Apollo?
What's up?
Apollo?
What's up? Sorry, or truth theme got stuck in my head. Well, over there, what's up? We know about this switch, right? We know what it is.
Yeah?
Well, think of when it was used that day. Think of what happened. Well,
Big bada boom.
well, Mr. Justice, you have no further information to share concerning this switch. Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Justice. I've been remiss in not telling the court this before. I know what this switch is. Well, it seems the defense is set upon linking this switch to the case. Let's see your evidence of the link. What evidence do you have to explain what this switch is?
The guitar? Or the...
The igniter.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, because he took the igniter out of the guitar, so it's not in it anymore.
Prosecutor Gavin, you remember this? Ach! No, that's a Scottish ach.
Oof, that sounded painful.
Yeah, sorry. Hold on, let me, There we go. Ach! That's... That what? Is it another one of those newfangled phones?
Who looks at something like that? That looks like a
Like a lighter?
lighter and a petrol bottle and a clock? Question mark? And goes, is that a phone?
Well, there's our dumb judge we were missing.
Yeah.
This is an igniter. What phone looks like this? Igniter? You mean it's like a lighter? Yes, actually. You aren't saying this switch is a remote. I am. This is a remote trigger for an igniter. What? Look, I'll show you. Yo. Mr. Justice, you will cease and desist from burning down this courtroom. Sorry, it was a bit more fire than I'd expected. My whiskers had caught on fire. Prosecutor Gavin, let me repeat myself. This switch is a remote. This switch is a remote igniter trigger. Doesn't that suggest something to you? You're talking about what happened to me, aren't you?
Ah!
Exactly. That night at the concert, there was one unusual burst of flame. And your guitar caught fire in the middle of your performance. Wasn't that part of the stage show, though? Prosecutor Gavin was entirely unaware such a thing had been planned. And the guitar that burned was a valuable keepsake.
That's right. He got it in Virginia from Lamiroir. He said the sound was amazing. Before it burned, of course. Now it just kind of smokes.
The better the guitar, the brighter it burns. Her forehead. Yes? Don't tell me you're trying to tie these two things together. Those being the shooter's voice, heard by Lamiroir, and the guitar suddenly catching on fire? I am. It's really simple when you think about it. Mr. Latouche and the shooter were at the crime scene. The shooter was wearing a headset.
But Lamiroir couldn't.
He ordered someone on stage to press the switch.
But when that fired, she was... Oh, she was gone down into the vents, wasn't she? Yeah,
she
there
wasn't
we go.
at the window backstage. She's at the vent above them.
Yeah. Surely she'd know that, though.
I guess your perception is just off when you're blind and in a vent.
Maybe she was crawling, though. You have to crawl in a vent.
Maybe they'll bring it up.
Yeah.
The switch was pressed, and the guitar caught fire. Well, that does seem to make sense. Though, something about it is bugging me. Can't quite put my finger on it. Really? It seems pretty simple to me. Uh-oh. Foreheads. Don't destroy what little respect I have for you.
You have respect for me?
I was expecting something a little more sensible. I guess I was wrong. What's this all about, Prosecutor Gavin? This simple story simply makes no sense. Think. That night my guitar caught fire, yes? The cause may have been this indeed. However, the guitar caught fire during the second set.
Ah, that's right, of course.
You were supposed to read that.
That went really fast. Did I not just say that?
Nope, you missed
No.
a little bit.
The guitar caught fire during Lamiroir's song.
Thank you. Indeed, yet the shooting happened during the third set. The two are utterly unrelated. Yes, that must have been what was bugging me.
Don't lie.
The whole premise for this is faulty. See, his story makes no sense, yeah? Are you sure about that? Everyone's just like, uh-oh. What exactly do you mean, Mr. Justice? Maybe it's not the premise for my explanation of the switch that's at fault. Maybe it's our premise for the entire case so far. What premise is this, specifically? I'm glad you asked. I'm saying that maybe the killing didn't take place in the third act.
We know it didn't because of Machi.
Aha.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna bring Machi's testimony in.
Yeah.
Objection!
What's this? But Detective Emma Sky had shots and found the body. All of this happens in the third act. Gunshots rang out. And according to his testimony, Machi was in that dressing room at the time. Where are you going with this, Mr. Justice? Stay with me, Your Honor. He also told us this in his testimony. Namely, that the victim had already been shot. We all heard gunshots, but no one saw the shooting. This is insane. Just before the shooting took place, the shooter was heard on his headset, telling someone to press the switch. The next moment, Prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flames. We know that a remote trigger igniter was inside the guitar. From all of these facts, we can draw only one conclusion. The crime did not take place during the third act, but during the ballad performance, the second act. What? Lamiroir's like, am I still required here?
Yeah. I was gonna say she's looking back and forth like it's tennis, but she's blind.
Oh! Oh!
Oof.
Order, order, order. But that goes against the evidence. What does, Your Honor? This crime was carried out according to the lyrics of that song, yes?
Hey, he's right. Look. The bullet is supposed to come after the fire.
Because someone missed their cue.
Mm.
You're thinking about it the wrong way.
Huh?
Look, why would the shooter craft the events of the day to follow the lyrics anyway? It's an awful lot of trouble to go through. Are we just saying this is happenstance?
Mm-hmm.
With little merit for the person doing it. Well, I'm sure whoever it was had some reason. Yeah, they did. A reason that made it advantageous to follow the lyrics. You're saying the order was reversed on purpose. Reversed? Prosecutor Gavin? If the criminal follows the lyrics strictly, then yes. The shooting would have had to come after the guitar burst into flame. Yet her forehead has raised another possibility. It's claiming that the bullet came not after, but just before the fire. Couldn't have put it better myself. We were only meant to think that the shooting came after the guitar burst into flame. And that was the criminal's objective. The crime followed the lyrics to a point, but that was the ruse. Why else would the killer risk discovery by moving the body? That was the final touch to make us think he'd followed the lyrics the whole way. Order, order, order! That would explain this most unusual situation. It does! The killer changed the order of events to create himself an alibi. In other words, The killer was someone who had an alibi for the third set, but not the second.
Objection!
Everyone in the court just turns their heads to Diane.
I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but sadly it has. Let me tell you why your little fairy tale makes no sense at all. Oh, it sounds good. I'll give you that, John. You've given us a reason why the killer bothered following the lyrics of my song. But I question your logic, for it's flawed from the very beginning.
He's gonna bring up Lamiroir here.
Flawed? Yes. A contradiction here, Forehead. I've pointed out several times, no less. One, I've pointed out several times, no less. At the time of the crime, the small window at the scene was closed. How could Lamiroir have heard a voice through it? Oh, I know that you would like to divert our attention from this critical fact, but you're basing your entire line of reasoning on a false premise. Right. Lamiroir's testimony is my entire case. That voice she heard, the shooter's voice.
But what if she couldn't hear it, Apollo?
Look, what do we have? A man saying press the switch. And near the crime scene we have a switch, which acts as a remote trigger for an igniter. And last but not least, Prosecutor Gavin's flaming guitar. It can't all be coincidence. How do I make it work? I see a more direct line of questioning is required. When the crime scene was investigated, immediately after the crime, that window was closed. Care to tell us how Lamiroir heard the voice?
A key point, to be sure. Mr. Justice, can you explain this to the court?